We going in here?
No, right now, Mr. Nino.
Let's see.
In the future. Also, I heard someone drive past us in a Fudo-looking thing, so very careful.
Wait, that's not yours?
You think I drive around in a Fudo?
I don't know, to be honest. I used to drive one myself while being a multimillionaire.
You want a cigarette?
I got one.
Make you come to this location because this house was a plan for the future. This is where things will be happening very soon. Getting it built, and the inside will be future of our plan.
Seems like a very dangerous location, I'm going to be honest. There's multiple boost spots around the corner. Over around the hook there is where people like to put vehicles for like swapping. Air conditioners get stolen just across the way, but you know what? Maybe out in the open, you know?
We're not here to hide anymore, Mr. Nino.
It's a bit of an update. Everything moved overnight, like pretty much instantly. I'm a bit in the negative, just straight up. I don't really give a fuck. Like I said, I'm not really in this for the money. I gave a couple samples out, 3 different crews. So that, number one, they know that it's real, right? Otherwise, no one's going to trust it. And 2 of those crews got about 20 pieces each. That's separate from the samples. So I think 52 have been moved in total.
So what you're saying is you may need a re-up on certain things, all right?
Possibly, yeah, more than just a re-up. I'm thinking I might need 100 to 200 pots. However, before we do that, I want to run some numbers, specifically as the way that I've kind of chopped it up. And so using that range, what I did is I did some like bundled deals. I want to run the numbers before I go and, know how many pots I need.
Well, with that being said,
yeah,
whenever you make your decision on how much you need,
yeah,
you contact that number with your code name.
Yeah.
You write the amount.
Yeah.
And he will give you a call.
Will do. Let me ask you a question. How quickly do the bodies rust?
About a week or 2.
Week or 2. Okay. All right. I
also think the blueprint that was made from the engineer that was kidnapped, I believe the guns that you are making with the materials probably lost about, I'd say, 8 weeks.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I think that's a good time period for that. The bodies, hoping last 2 weeks. 2 weeks is good. 1 week kind of makes it a little tough, right? I have another...
I can double check with my people, with the supplier, and see how long they actually last for. But I think on top of my head, I believe they lost about a week and a half to 2.
Okay, that's good. The demand is significantly higher than I would have even expected. To provide you some insight, one crew wanted to sell off 200 plus rusted weapons. One of the crews I gave for testing, when I asked, I'm like, hey, are you looking to flip these? I was told that they want it for themselves. So like I said, it's probably going to be anywhere from 100 to 200 pots. So it's going to get real.
Without going into too much detail, I believe it's the same for class 1s. Class 1s are flying off the shelves for my people. So things are looking good when the whole objective is to flood the streets. And I believe the people that we have put our trust into, like yourself, are doing exactly that.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Now, by Friday, you want to run your numbers.
Yeah.
And let me know what kind of price range you think we should adjust to, if we even should.
I heard today that the police department's got attachments. Is that something that is going to be expected to come down the line?
When you say attachments, are you talking silences? Are you talking...
Precisely. Scopes, silencers, etc.
Well, you can see my hand. There are these. these fits on a class 1.
I'm saying specifically for class 2s. And the reason I say that is the PD has them. And I'm pretty sure they fit on those ones that you got.
I'll talk with, well, you're about to be familiar with him. His name is Charlie. That is who you will be picking up product from. I'll talk to Charlie and see what he can do. If that angle doesn't work, the engineer, well, we can come up with something at least.
All right.
As of right now, though, I don't think there are any silences in rotation that actually fit on a rifle. But who knows?
Yeah.
Now I have a question for you. Obviously, we like the way you operate. We like to, publicly, you could say, be seen as the clean person, not really dabble in crime. But obviously, we both know that is not the case. Who do you have pushing these rifles on your behalf?
As of right now, it's going to be Hydra. And it's going to be the besties. Cypress is going to be added to it. Those are the, let's call them the 3 big circles, right? They cover 3 of the big time zones. Not to mention they have a lot of heat around them. They can protect themselves, etc., etc. So that should get the majority of the big groups what they need. The next, I ideally would like to slip the Manor in there. They just haven't been around very much. Then there's going to be some smaller circles. There's a crew over off of Chumash. They're known as the Raiders. They are very, very inconspicuous. And I plan on giving them an opportunity to be a supplier for everyone else.
Just to confirm, you're making these smaller crews become your, you could say, middlemen. Is that the angle?
To a degree. The idea is, yes, I would say the Raiders are going to be the first real middlemen. The middlemen that target the groups who that likely don't get calls very often. But every piece on the board is slowly moving, and I'm watching how every one of these circles works. If it turns out the Raiders can't do enough, we'll throw another one on top of it. And I have a pretty good assessment where the guns are going, since I have access to a lot of records.
Is the thing that I've told multiple people that we have who are in this operation. If these middlemen that people have chosen somehow betray you or fuck up, the crosshairs won't be on them. It'll be on the people that chose them. So be very careful who you introduce to your circle.
I am so many layers away that those that handle the money do not know why the money's being handled. Those that handle the material don't know what it's for. Everything is separated.
You
Fantastic.
know, a lot of people that I work with have put a lot of trust in you. And I think that we may have made a very good decision. I can't say the same for everybody else that we've given this opportunity to, but we can tell that we have very similar minds there, Nino.
I'll have you know that one of the connects is planning to shoot down 2 justices, the director of the marshals, and a cop that has been sowing distrust amongst the people. There will be a lot of blood beginning to be shed. But what good are weapons if they are not put to use?
You were not wrong. A couple of weeks ago, we had a city-wide manhunt on a judge. I believe that may happen again. We heard some news about people talking way too much. You know what I've realized? People in the city. There are some people that fear, but there are a lot of people that seem not to have that emotion. It's time we put fear into people and actually let it be known what happens when people open their fucking mouth. Because when people do, they need to realize there are consequences. People get way too comfortable in this city, you know.
There's been a lot of work, discussion about a sickness going around. We talked about it a little bit. Have you ever considered a bullet when loaded into a magazine and when hit on a person keeps them from waking up for a little bit longer than the rest?
I like that. One of the main things we like to do is play with our food. To some police officers. I believe one of the officers was called Brian Knight. I believe the other was called Peters. Now that person that opened their mouth, let's just say we haven't shown our cards just yet. We've dabbled, we've drip feed some sort of information to let him know that we are constantly watching. Because killing someone is too easy, but having someone live in paranoia, always looking over their fucking head in every single move they make, is far worse than someone receiving a quick bullet.
Absolutely.
Anyway, any more things to discuss? Or should we talk on Friday?
We'll talk on Friday. Yeah. All
Sounds
right.
good. You take care, okay?
You as well.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh shit, new building, boys. I do not like this building though, I will tell you that. This shit is like, there's gonna be a fucking camera across the way. There's probably already been photographs of us two standing next to each other.